Hello and welcome to this month's Maggie Moment. In this one, I want to have a little chat, and I mean a little chat. I cannot possibly cover the whole area and gamut of being a step parent, but I want to just launch in at the first one of those chats. And I want to be able to limit it to kind of condense it into, if you are joining a family as a step parent, and the parent you are stepping into the shoes of, in other words, it's a mum or a dad, they are actually a good parent. It was just that the relationship wasn't something that was working. So does that make sense? So they're still co-parenting really well, and you've been blessed to have a relationship with that other parent. Now, first thing I'm going to make a suggestion. This is a journey I have walked, and so I do know that early on, again, the first thing that happens for your children is they feel incredibly threatened that the new step parent is going to come between you and them. So if you can keep reassuring them that they've come into your life as your partner to help you be a better parent, and they won't come between you, you will need to reassure them many times. Secondly, what they absolutely already have is that mother or father figure. So the best way I found in that journey was saying, this is not your extra dad or extra mum initially. This is someone who's come in and they will be an extra, like an aunt or an uncle kind of figure, not a father or mother. Kids kind of get that a bit, and the fastest way for them to be able to not feel threatened and put out by that extra person is how respectful you are when you're speaking about the other parent. And I can say that I was blessed with a good man that came into my life, and early on he kept saying to my lads, I'm not your dad, you've got a dad, but I am going to support your dad to be the best dad he can be while I'm here for your mum. And there were times when the boys came home with stuff, and you know boys aren't very good at remembering things, and something good had happened at school. He made them get straight on the phone and ring their dad to make sure they didn't forget to tell him. Now, there were times that made me love him a little more, but what it did for my boys was realise that he was valuing and respecting their dad, their first dad, their real dad, on this big journey. It doesn't matter, again, what gender it is, that we need to make sure that we are inclusive, that we can be okay and comfortable. And then my other tip under that is, please don't try to win the affections of the children by doing anything extra because they'll smell a rat. You have to just turn up as authentically as you are, with as open heart as you possibly can, and give small gestures of kindness or small support, because the other thing your children want is the parent you're living with to be happy. Their parent's happiness is incredible. The more that they see that their mum or their dad in that relationship is happy, the more they're actually comfortable with you being in their life, even though you're not biologically belonging to them. So again, there's just some common sense things. Again, you've got to be very careful that they don't ever hear you bagging the other parent, absolutely ever, even if they've made a choice that's not a good one. And remember, all parents make lousy choices sometimes. So it's very much about us never ever letting them hear us criticise or put down the other parent who they absolutely love and adore. Our children really would love us to stay together forever and ever, because that's just how the fantasy has been portrayed to them, and that's how loving families would love to be. When it doesn't work out, the less stress, the more kindness, the more opportunities for having conversations around being healthy families, the better. And I do recommend a family meeting can actually help sometimes in the early stages for them to be heard about what they might like you as a new step parent to either do more of or do less of, because they will give you some feedback. We shouldn't do to children, we should do with them. And again, thousands of kids out there have actually recognised their step parent as being the one they want to either walk down the aisle with or go to with a problem later in life. So again, it can work out positively for everybody with some thought, some awareness, and lots of compassion. And that's all for today.